news here, folks, and this is incredible stuff. Mnuchin and Pompeo discussed a plan to oust Trump from office on January 6th. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, folks. I mean, hold up. Let me break out the soundboard here. Let me break it out.
Unbelievable.
All right, so let's read. Steve Mnuchin and Mike Pompeo discussed a plan to remove Trump from office after the January 6th insurrection, according to Jonathan Karl's new book, Betrayal. Now, again, why didn't we know this ASAP? Why are we... I didn't write it, in a book, and then I'm going to... Why didn't this motherfucker tell us ASAP? Does anyone know? Does anyone know why we didn't just get that info immediately? Anyone? Right, because Jonathan Karl's a piece of fucking dog shit. Don't buy his book. Fuck him. But anyway, let's keep going. Which chronicles the final days of the former president's time in office. Then Treasury Secretary Mnuchin reportedly called then Secretary of State Pompeo on the evening of January 6th to suggest using the 25th Amendment, which outlines the protocols for how to replace the president or vice president in the event of their death, removal from office, resignation, or incapacitation. They thought he was mentally incapacitated. That's what they thought? Like, Mnuchin was on the phone, right? My phone's charging. And he was like, yo, Pompeo, this guy is incapacitated. Did you see what happened on TV? Right? Like, they thought that he was, like, look at my dog, by the way. This is Max. Also, Max should be right behind me. Look at that. Whoa. But so they thought he was mentally incapacitated, right? Like, it's incredible. According to Karl, the idea was quickly jettisoned the next day as Education Secretary Betsy DeVos and Transportation Secretary Elaine Chao resigned, leaving Mnuchin to realize that using the Constitution to push Trump out of office would take too much time and would almost certainly face legal challenges. Mnuchin, however, did not resign. So basically, because there was only a couple weeks left in the presidency. Now, this is something, one of the things I agree with the Democrats on with their impeachment trial was basically... they outlined a potential loophole that Mnuchin and Pompeo seem to be bolstering the power of, that like allows you to have they use some term about it, like it was like post-election, exemption or, some shit, I don't know. But it was like the idea that in the final weeks of you being president, you can do literally anything you want because... anyone that would ever try to stop you at all would have to face legal challenges that would take 2-3 weeks. And so that's why they didn't use the 25th Amendment. Because it would face legal challenges that take a couple weeks. What? So, what if Donald Trump did, fucking start killing people with the National Guard? Can't do it. Gotta go to court. Can't do it. Huh? Can't do it. I forget what the Democrats called it. But I think it was like a January 6th exemption or something exemption where it's like the idea that a president can do literally anything that they want in the last couple of weeks of office because any action that would go against them would take legal challenges and then you can't do it because, So, and that's basically what Mnuchin and Pompeo agreed upon. There's nothing we can do. We know, again, it's also it's what the idea that you would bring it up proves, right, that Mnuchin and Pompeo were just playing Trump the whole time. They were the fiercest fucking allies in the administration. Pompeo would go out there and give Trump fellatio on live television every day, right? And so and that's what they would do, right? But then at the end of the day on January 6th, they called each other and were like, yo, that this guy's fucking crazy, right? You're, come on now. And Pompeo was like, yup, but we can't do anything about it because the legal challenges. And then Mnuchin's like, yup, but he is crazy though. And then Pompeo's like, yeah, he's one crazy motherfucker. So the acknowledgement, at least in private, that they're crazy is, in my opinion, hilarious. So, but again, this whole idea of a January exemption, you can just do anything you want. And if anyone tries to do anything about it, then they have to face legal challenges and then you're not president anymore. What? What? Like, it doesn't, like, huh? Like, what? Like, that's a problem. I don't know about y'all. That's a fucking problem. So, anyway, I wanted to talk about that because it's a problem.